everybody, welcome to my channel.
Hayden Panettiere, A Life in the Spotlight, a story of resilience. Hayden Panettiere has spent nearly her entire life in front of a camera. Growing from a child actor with natural spark into a respected performer known for both emotional depth and charismatic screen presence. With a career spanning television, film, voice acting, and activism, she remains one of the rare Hollywood figures who successfully navigated the intense transition from child star to adult artist, and did so while openly confronting personal challenges along the way. Early beginnings and breakout roles. Born on August 21, 1989, in Palisades, New York, Hayden Leslie Panettiere first appeared on television before she could walk. Commercials led to roles on long-running soap operas One Life to Live and Guiding Light, where her expressive acting and natural confidence caught early attention. Her star rose quickly. By the early 2000s, she was landing roles in major productions, from Remember the Titans, 2000, to Raising Helen, 2004. But her true breakthrough came in 2006, when she starred as indestructible cheerleader Claire Bennett on NBC's Heroes. Instantly iconic, her tagline, "Save the cheerleader, save the world," became a pop culture phenomenon. And Panettiere became a household name. A versatile talent across mediums. Panettiere's filmography shows an impressive range. Film Bring It On, All or Nothing, 2006, which cemented her early 2000s teen star status. Fireflies in the Garden, 2008, showing her dramatic chops alongside Julia Roberts and Ryan Reynolds. Scream 4, 2011, where she stole scenes as quick-witted horror buff Kirby Reed. Scream V, 2023, marking her triumphant return to the franchise and to Hollywood after time away. Television. After Heroes, Panettiere took on one of her most celebrated adult roles, Juliet Barnes, in the musical drama Nashville, 2012 to 2018. Her performance as a talented but troubled country star earned widespread critical acclaim, multiple award nominations, and praise for how authentically she portrayed mental health struggles and addiction, difficulties she was, at times, facing in her own life. Voice acting. She also became known to gamers as the voice of Sam in the cinematic horror game Until Dawn, 2015, a role that expanded her reach to a new generation of fans. Activism and public advocacy. Beyond the screen, Panettiere has long been vocal about causes she believes in. She was famously involved in anti-whaling activism, even traveling to Japan to join protests. She has also spoken openly about postpartum depression, addiction, and recovery, using her experiences to encourage others facing similar battles and to destigmatize treatment. Her transparency about personal struggles has made her a deeply relatable figure, transforming her public image from childhood star to a strong, self-aware woman determined to rebuild and inspire. A personal and professional comeback. Panettiere took a step back from Hollywood in the late 2010s to focus on her health and family. Her return in the 2020s, particularly with Scream V, was met with widespread support and excitement. Fans praised not only her performance but the resilience and strength she showed by returning to the industry on her own terms. Today, Panettiere continues to explore new projects while advocating for mental health, recovery, and survivors of domestic violence. Her story is still unfolding, marked by both talent and tenacity. Legacy. From child prodigy to genre darling to powerful advocate, Hayden Panettiere's journey has been anything but simple, but always compelling. Her career continues to reflect her evolution as a person, fearless, empathetic, and defiantly resilient. She remains a beloved figure not just for the characters she's played, but for the honesty and heart she brings to every chapter of her life. Hayden Panettiere. Expanding the story of a multifaceted star, Hayden Panettiere's legacy in entertainment is defined by longevity, versatility, and a rare willingness to evolve publicly. As someone who essentially grew up on screen, she has spent decades navigating the pressures of fame while continuously reinventing the shape of her career. Her journey is marked by both dazzling success and deeply human challenges, and that mix is exactly what makes her story so compelling. Childhood stardom and early artistic development. Panettiere entered the entertainment industry at 11 months old, appearing in commercials before segueing into steady work on daytime television. For many child actors, this early exposure can be overwhelming, but Panettiere thrived. On Guiding Light, where she played Lizzie Spaulding for several years, she became known for emotional maturity far beyond her age. During this period, she also developed her voice as a performer outside of acting. She began taking vocal lessons, training in both pop and theatrical styles, a skill set that would later play a major role in her career. By her preteen years, Panettiere was already working alongside major Hollywood talent. Her role in Remember the Titans, 2000, showcased her comedic timing and charisma as Cheryl Yost, the football-obsessed daughter of Will Patton's character. The film's success introduced her to a global audience, marking an early milestone in her ascent. The teen years. From Disney favorite to Hollywood regular, the early 2000s brought Panettiere into the realm of teen-focused pop culture. She became a go-to young star for films aimed at adolescent audiences. Appearing in Ice Princess, 2005, a Disney-affiliated skating drama, Raising Helen, 2004, opposite Kate Hudson, Bring It On, All or Nothing, 2006. A cheerleading comedy that remains a nostalgic favorite. These roles solidified her reputation as a bright, energetic presence who could carry a film even at a young age. Save the Cheerleader. The cultural impact of Heroes. When Heroes premiered in 2006, television was in a transitional moment. The era of serialized, high-concept storytelling was just taking off. Panettiere's character, Claire Bennett, became the poster image of the series, and her performance was central to its emotional core. Claire's ability to rapidly heal from any injury symbolized resilience, rebirth, and the burden of visibility, themes that mirrored Panettiere's own life in uncanny ways. Fans connected with her not just as a superhero figure but as a young woman grappling with identity, autonomy, and family pressures. Panettiere's portrayal earned her several award nominations and a level of fame that few teen actors at the time could match. Nashville and the evolution of an artist. If Heroes made Panettiere a star, Nashville, 2012 to 2018, proved she was an artist. As Juliet Barnes, a fierce but fragile country pop sensation, Panettiere delivered the most acclaimed performance of her career. The show required demanding musical performances, emotional intensity, and nuanced portrayal of addiction, trauma, and the complexities of fame. Juliet's storyline, particularly her struggle with postpartum depression, paralleled Panettiere's own personal battles. Her openness about this connection resonated with audiences and earned her praise for turning vulnerability into art. Her music from the series also performed well commercially, with several songs charting on iTunes and attracting country pop fans who discovered her talents beyond acting, voice work, and gaming fame. Until Dawn, in 2015, Panettiere reached an entirely new fanbase with the interactive horror game Until Dawn. As Sam, she portrayed a grounded, intelligent, final girl who quickly became a fan favorite. Her motion capture performance was praised for its realism, and the game remains a cult classic in horror gaming circles. Personal challenges and public honesty. One of the defining elements of Panettiere's public persona is her honesty about difficult experiences. She has spoken candidly about Postpartum depression after the birth of her daughter, addiction to alcohol and prescription medication, entering treatment to reclaim her health, tumultuous relationships and rebuilding her sense of safety. Her decision to speak publicly about these topics, especially in an industry that often stigmatizes vulnerability, has made her a relatable figure for many who have experienced similar struggles. She has also advocated for stronger protections for domestic violence survivors, using her platform to raise awareness and support. A triumphant return, Kirby Reed and the Scream legacy. After stepping away from Hollywood to focus on her health, Panettiere's return in Scream v. 2023 was met with an unusually emotional response from fans. Kirby Reed, her character from Scream 4, had become a cult favorite, and seeing her reprise the role symbolized resilience both for the fictional character and for Panettiere herself. The performance generated renewed interest in her career and sparked conversations about future roles, including the possibility of returning in additional horror or thriller projects. A developing legacy, Hayden Panettiere remains a captivating presence in modern entertainment, a former child star who grew into a complex, mature artist, a singer who blended acting with musical expression, a survivor who uses her voice to advocate for others, a performer whose honesty deepens the impact of her work. Her story is still very much in motion, defined by reinvention, emotional courage, and an unshakable spark that has followed her since the earliest days of her career. Hayden Panettiere, a deeper portrait of fame, talent, and transformation. Hayden Panettiere's life has unfolded like a modern American fable, one part Hollywood dream, one part emotional odyssey. She has been a working actor for more than 3 decades. Yet her story is far more than a resume. It is an intertwined tale of visibility, pressure, survival, creativity, reinvention, and an unwavering spark that refuses to burn out. Few performers of her generation have lived so publicly and yet managed to remain so human in the eyes of fans. Her journey continues to resonate because it mirrors something real: the complexity of growing up, falling down, and standing up again in front of the entire world. A childhood built on sets and studios. For Hayden, the set was the playground. She was raised inside the ecosystem of New York's entertainment industry: managerial meetings, casting calls, studio lights. Her mother, a former soap actress, recognized her daughter's natural ability early on, and her father's military background added discipline to a household steeped in performance. By age 4, Hayden already had more professional experience than many adult actors. Soap operas, unlike film or primetime TV, demand intense emotional delivery daily. That training sharpened her ability to cry on cue, switch moods instantly, and carry complicated storylines, tools that later made her standout roles feel effortless. She also learned, very young, how fame works, how it lifts you, how it confines you, and how it shapes the world's expectations of you. The early Hollywood years, an unmistakable brightness throughout her childhood and teens. Panettiere had a kind of sunlit presence on screen, energetic, charming, and approachable. Directors who were
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.